Hey, Craig. Okay, thanks for getting this in, and thanks for the fantastic write-up. Very detailed, fantastic citations. Great, very good. And then here's your contact sheets. You've got all of your technical information there. Great. You know, I know there's there's not a lot of space here, but if you feel like figuring out how to do it, I would also like to have the ISO and the millimeter focal length lens that you're shooting at for each image too. You know, you run out of space, that's okay, so prioritize like you did, shutter speed and aperture, but if you want to throw in ISO and focal length, all the better. So lots of shots here, very good. And then also, you know, for this assignment, I was hoping people would not do any post. So I would, if you feel like also getting back in here with the color version of this, I'd like to see it. Because this looks like you altered the contrast and you desaturated it. So I would like to see the original file for this, please. Okay, and there we have her in color with two different lights. So in this case, the key light is on camera right, and in this case, the key light is on, oops, my bad, in this case, it's camera left. Now let's look at your equipment shots. You gave me a bit of a description, so it looks like you have one light that you're using. You only have one light, and you don't have any fill, you don't have any bounce or reflectors. Okay, so in this class, what we want you to also work with, A, get two lights, and B, start working with flags and reflectors. So something that's inexpensive to purchase is called a 5-in-1 reflector, and it's like this big collapsible circle thing that has 5 different options on it. You can have, I think like you can make it black, you can make it white, you can make it silver, you can make it gold, and you can make it one other thing. I'm assuming it's medium gray, I don't remember, but it's a great tool to have. In the meantime, get yourself a bunch of sheets of black and white foam core, because you can use the black foam core as flags and you can use the white foam core as bounces. The other thing that the black foam core is fantastic for is a gobo, so you can cut shapes out of it and put it in between your light and your subject, or whatever it is that you're trying to light off in the background, and you can make these crazy shapes. So that's a lot of fun to play with too. And it's very inexpensive. You can go to almost any craft store and pick that stuff up. Or if you have like I don't remember where you live, I'm so sorry, but if you guys have Fred Meyer's or Walmart's or whatever, by like one of those really evil superstores, they will carry foam board, white and black, so pick up a few sheets of that. Okay, so it looks like right now you've got the right light meter, but your lighting is lacking. You're not going to get far with just one light and no modification tools. And I think that your shoot could have been a lot better with more tools here. However, that being said, I want to congratulate you on giving such a variety of compositions and lighting techniques when your subject is basically not moving at all for you. I mean, really, when you look through your contact sheets, there is a lot of different stuff going on here. And you know, I hate to congratulate you on this, but it's actually impressive that you pulled this off all with just one light as a tool. But don't do that again. 2 lights, and go and get the white and the black foam core at least. We'd also love for you to have some diffusion material to put in between your light and your subject. You know, you can make a frame, like literally a rectangular or a square frame out of PCV or PVC, I think PVC piping, you know, that plumbing piping, and then, you know, just go ahead and tape or stitch or staple some white nylon onto it, and bam, you've got a big diffuser, and you can just put it on a stand in between your light and your subject matter, and you have effectively, you know, changed the size of your light to however big your frame is. You know, so that's a hugely important tool to have, and you can make it pretty inexpensively yourself. And so, but you wanted for this shoot, you wanted really stark lighting. You wanted hard lighting, you said, because you're really trying to show her age and her experience through this shoot. So if you have those tools and you chose not to use them, I apologize. Let me know. And if you don't have them, I gave you a whole bunch of suggestions on how to quickly and inexpensively get them. Okay, so that would be about my feedback. And my only other suggestion is when you're looking through the viewfinder, really scrutinize what you see, not just your subject, but everything around your subject. Because here, you know, we have her kind of awkwardly cut off a little bit prematurely, and then like down here, and then we have a lot of empty space above her head. And I think that this can be composed a lot better if you just came in, you know, you could even just come in closer And then that composition would be more powerful. Also, that composition right here that I've highlighted in blue, this is about the aspect ratio you'd see through your viewfinder. And it also eliminates this pesky white line or black line over here that's caused by the door. So really scrutinize what you're seeing through your viewfinder. And I know the first time you're using your lights, we're really just thinking about what our lights are doing to our subject matter. But as a pro, you've got to pay attention to not just this, but all of this. We've got to pay attention to everything that's going on in the scene, and you've got to attend to every bit of detail. So while you're out there collecting some more tools, go ahead and get some rolls of white and black paper to use as backdrops, because that eliminates all these sort of pesky problems. And you can get those again at any craft store, really. Yeah, we always recommend that you order them through B&H, but you could just pick up a roll, say a 36-inch wide or roll of black and white paper, kind of anywhere, and then rig it up as a backdrop. It'll work. It'll work. Okay, thanks again. And like I said, really industrious work with just one light. I would like to see more possibilities for you, but pretty industrious work, and really also very good job getting lots of different results out of a subject just by moving your camera and your lights and not expecting your subject to move. And she actually looks rather comfortable throughout the whole thing. So it seems like you have some finesse with models. Okay, so remember, work on composition, pay attention to the whole viewfinder, get some more tools going for yourself, and I will see you in the next assignment. Thank you, Craig.